Hey, this is Algebra 2, Lesson 80, Direct and Inverse Variation as Ratios. So we've already done direct and inverse variation, and the equations that you have used if two variables, if x varies directly as y, you know x equals ky, and you use that equation to help you solve your problem. So for example, if a varies directly as b, a is 50, when b is 5, and it says find a when b is 7. Okay, so the way that you're used to solving these problems is a varies directly as b, so 50 equals k times 5. We solve for k, we get k equals 10. Then we come back and we say a equals 10 times 7, so a equals 70. That should be the way that you're familiar with doing it. Now we're going to learn how to do it using ratios. So what you do is you set it up in this form. If a varies directly as b, then a1 is to a2 as b1 is to b2. This is for direct variation. Okay, notice that the a's are on the same side, the b's are on the same side. Okay, a1 is on top, b1 is on top. That's for direct variation. So for this same problem, a is 50 when b is 5. Those are our first terms. So we say 50 and 5. Then we can do our fractions. It says find a, so that's our a sub 2, when b is 7. So 50 is to a sub 2 as 5 is to 7. So you can either eyeball it and see 5 is to 7, 50 would be to 70, or you can cross multiply, and 50 times 7 is 350 equals 5 times a2. Divide by 5, and you get 70 is equal to a sub 2. Okay, we'll do another example. Now, one thing that the book stresses is that when you come across direct variation and inverse variation in the future in other classes, like in different science classes and so on, you may see it the first way or you may see it the second way. You get the same answer either way, so it's good to be familiar with it in both cases. So this is example 80.2. And example 80.2 says cost varies directly as number purchased. Okay, 12 can be purchased for $78. How much would 42 cost? Okay, so again, we're going to set up A and B. We'll have A1 is to A2 as B1 is to B2. Okay, cost varies directly as the number purchased. So we'll have A sub 1 be cost, and we'll have our B's be the number purchased. Okay, so we start out with 12 purchased for $78. So our A sub 1 is going to be 78, and our B sub 1 is going to be 12. It says how much would 42 cost? Well, 42 is not the cost, it's the number purchased. So we say 12 is to 42 as 78 is to A sub 2. And then from here we solve it. There are a couple of ways you can do this. You can reduce this and then cross multiply. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. I know that 6 goes into 12 twice and 6 goes into 42 7 times. So I'm just going to do that really quick and reduce that fraction. So I get 78 is to A2 as 2 is to 7. Then we'll go ahead and cross multiply. So 78 times 7 let's see, 78 times 7 is 546 equals 2a sub 2. And then divide both sides by 2. So a sub 2 equals 273. And it's saying how much would 42 cost? So 42 would cost $273. Okay. If you did this the other way, it would also work. Cost varies directly as the number are purchased. I'm just going to do it really quick just so that you can see that it works both ways. You could say cost equals K times N, which would be the number. So 78 equals K times 12. So we would end up getting K equals, I'm going to cheat and just look, K equals 6.5. Okay, and then come back and see, okay, how much would 42 cost? So C equals 6.5 times 42. 6.5 times 42 gives us 273. So you get the same answer either way that you do it. Okay.